Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, getting ready for Shabbos.
Did you watch the game today?
Yes, yes, I'm upset. I was pulling for Belgium. What can you do?
What can you do? Nothing you can do about it.
I can't go out there
Uh,
and kick it. uh, I think it was tomorrow, Argentina.
I don't know. I don't know, but this Morocco. Look what happened after the game. Crazy.
What happened after the game? What
Well,
happened?
the Moroccans went crazy and they started fighting.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
sore losers.
it's very sore losers. Yeah, almost as good as the Egyptians.
Oh, yeah, they're idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hello,
Hi
hello.
Mario,
Hi, Abe.
No, wow.
how are you?
All right. And
You went
you?
to the mikveh? You went to the mikveh already?
Sorry? Yeah.
The mikveh.
Yes.
Good.
It was refreshing.
I'm sure it was.
And you came out to the beach without the Santa. I can't believe it.
All
Oh,
right, I'm just looking here in London. They're going fighting like crazy.
but,
Funny. Sore losers.
yeah, but do you see what the next game is?
What's that?
France and Spain. So there won't be a final with them, those two. One of those two will get knocked out.
Oh, right. Oh, it's France versus Spain. I'm pulling for
Yeah.
France.
Well, Spain almost didn't make it today.
I know. Yeah. Too bad. I don't care for them.
Well, I don't care
Today you
for.
didn't care for either one of them.
I'm pulling for Belgium for you, Johnny.
Nah, nothing to do with them. Bunch of anti-Semites also. Oh,
Who?
no.
Well, it was a great game,
Belgium is terrible.
but it was a great game. It was a good game today. Come on. It was a
It was a
very good.
fair game. I don't
It was
know.
a very good game. I like the game. It was an exciting game. Nobody scored a goal against these guys the whole time. They're the only ones who scored a goal. And they were missing two of their top players,
Who?
Belgium.
They
Yeah.
got two.
The
They,
captain, the goalie, got injured just before the game started, and there was somebody that else was out. And it's a pity that
How did he
goalie.
get injured before the game?
I don't know. Somehow something happened. He got
He
injured.
got injured in the game, within the game.
No. That wasn't the goalie. That was the substitute goalie.
Well, the one who got out and they changed goalies.
Yes, but that guy was
Yeah, the second goal was the new one.
yeah.
yeah,
This
Yeah.
was a substitute goalie. The second first one was a substitute, and then he got a cramp in his leg, and that's why they took him out.
Okay.
Ah.
but the main goalie was sitting in the watching the game all the time.
Yeah, because he's the captain, and he got hurt.
Hmm.
I don't know what
Well, he
happened.
slipped on a French fry?
Yeah, maybe.
No, on a Belgian waffle.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, of
yeah.
course.
Okay. Listen, I liked the game. I thought it was really they played under the circumstances. They played very well.
What circumstances?
Of losing your two best players,
So tomorrow is a loaded game.
both games are good tomorrow.
Both games are good tomorrow. Gonna miss the first one.
You're gonna miss the second one too.
No, the second one is at 6 o'clock. So
6 o'clock Eastern or Western?
Western.
You
can watch the
Shabbos
end of
over
it.
at 9.
You can watch the
How
end.
you gonna watch 9 o'clock Shabbos comes out? How are you watching it at 6 o'clock?
Don't they take about 3 hours?
Yeah.
I'm recording it. I'll watch the whole thing after it.
I recorded both the games.
Okay.
We are on Ayin Aleph 71. Tomorrow we're going to learn
At 6,
at 6. Why is that?
because the rabbi will
Yeah.
give a Shabbos Mevorachim speech.
Okay, fine. We can learn at 6. That's fine.
Or
Behema tmeya b'chlal chaya tmeya. When the Torah talks about a behema tmeya, a domesticated unkosher animal, it includes undomesticated non-kosher animals like lions and elephants. Behema Torah b'chlal chaya Torah. And when it talks about kosher behemoths, it also the same dinim apply to chaya tohers, like a deer. V'loshaza amar li chaval ben Azai shloshim eshet Rabbi Shmuel. Ben Azai had lamented that he had not studied with Rabbi Shmuel. Chaya b'chlal behema min ha'olam. How do we know that when the Torah talks about behemoth, it includes chayas? These behemoths you can eat: shor, sat, an ox, a sheep, ksavim, ayalu, tzvi, v'yachmur, the hart, the deer, and the achmur, which are chayas. Haketz and chay b'chol behemoth. So chayas can also be called behemoths, and vice versa. Behemoth b'chol chaya minola. Dichsiv zos hachaya asher tochlu. Mikola behema asher la'aretz kol mafreses parsa. So right after introducing these are the chayas, it talks about behemoths with split hoofs. Haketz behemoth b'chol chaya. Now, to what halacha? Chaya tahor b'chlal behemoth tahor l'simonim. The simonim of kashrus for behemoth tahora, which is that it chews its cud, and that it has its split hoof, that applies to chayas as well. Chaya tmei b'chlal behemoth tmei l'harboa. There is a lav, you're not allowed to crossbreed behemoths, but you also can't crossbreed chayas. We learn that from this chaya tmei b'chlal behemoth tmei. Another halacha behemoth tmei b'chlal chaya tmei halacha the Rebbe. For Rebbe's din, the tiny Rebbe Omer. Ekrani chaya. If you touch the nevela of a chaya, so you can't go into the Beis Hamikdash. You are tummy. Behema lama nemra. So why mention behema too? Nemra kan behema tmeya. V'nemra halan behema tmeya. Malalan tumas kodesh. We're talking about somebody eating hegdish food in a state of tumah. Avkan tumas kodesh. So it makes no difference whether you eat a you have to bring an asham a chatas oil of a yoyred, no matter how you became tummy. What it's all in the same parsha of a behema that's tummy as well as a chaya that's tummy. Behema tor b'chlal chaya tohira liyitzira. That God created through Yitzira chayas as well as behemoths. It's not. Hamapelas min behema chay v'of. A woman has a miscarriage, and the fetus looks like an animal. You know we go through embryological stages where we look like an amphibian, and we look like a reptile, and we look like a fish. So somebody who gives birth to something that looks like an animal or a chayim. Bein tmein bein torim im zochar. If it's male, teishev lezochar. The female has to be tameh like for 7 days. In the keva teishev, in the keva 14 days. Eini adu teishev lezochar in the keva. If we don't know, you have to misafik treat it for both. Div Rab Meir, because Rab Meir learns that Behema and Chai both, it says Yitzira. And it says by human being Yitzira. So even if a human being gives birth to a fetus that looks like those animals, you have to have the same tumah period as if you gave birth to something that looks like a human being. Chachamim don't learn that Chai is Bichlal Behema regarding Yitzira. And therefore, unless it has human form, you're not Tomei. What do the Rabbanon do with that pasuk? It's all used for the din of Rebbe. Mishnah. A woman has a stillborn in her womb, fetus that died. A midwife reached in and touched that dead fetus. So Hachayat Meya, she becomes Tameh, but Tumashiva, as if she touched a corpse. The woman is tar until the vlad comes out. When it touches her skin as it comes out, then she becomes Tameh. But when it's swallowed up by her body, the tumah doesn't act on her. Just like this tumah that's swallowed up inside a person, so too, if you swallow something tahor, it does not become tumah. Tumah blue in Allah, and how do we know this? It says, somebody who eats from a nevela becomes tummy. You ate right before shkia. The Torah says already by shkia he's tohar. Now the nevela hasn't been digested by his digestive tract yet. Why isn't the nevela that's still present after shkia metamehim? Because it's swallowed up, it's internal. Such a tumah does not convey tumah. Maybe it's not because of it's a tumah blua, but there's another din that food that cannot be eaten by human beings, it's unfit, does not become tummy. So maybe this is unfit because it's partially digested. According to Rabbi Yochanan, as long as it's still fit to be eaten by a dog, it would have tumas nevela. So you have to invoke tumah blua to explain why the person doesn't become tummy. Elabar paradomer tumah chamur lager, the tumah kala ad lekelev, that it has to be fit only for a human being. Otherwise, it does not have tumah. So the reason why it's not tameh is because it's not fit to be eaten, not because of tumah blua. Mishum delochazi lageru. Fine. But the human being will eat it not in front of other people. So you have to invoke tumah blua as to why he's torn. Fine. Ashkechan tumah blua. You prove to me that a swallowed tumah protects the person from tumah. Tara blumina. How do you know that if somebody swallowed something that's torn, you walk into a room with a corpse, your body, as long as it's inside your body, that which is inside of you will not become tummy. We learn that from a kavachomer. You have a kli made out of earthenware, which is closed. Now, if you walk that thing into a room with a corpse, it protects things that are inside of it. But if there's something tamei in that kli, it will go up all the way up. Tumah goes all the way up. But something that is tar inside the earthenware kli is protected from tumah from the outside. A human being which has something tumah inside of it, that tumah doesn't go anywhere. So it certainly would protect something that is tar that you swallowed from becoming tummy. The Gemara says maybe not. A klicheres, if you touch the outside of a klicheres, it does not metame what's inside. It's only if you dangle a sheretz in its airspace. But a person will become tum if you touch it. Yeah, frequently more auto anan migabel kamina. We're not talking about tumah that's touching you from the outside. Mitocha kamina. We're talking about if you swallow something tor, and we're comparing it for something that is tor inside a klicheres. Adarabah klicheres chomor. Shkei mitamim maviro. A klicheres is even more. If you dangle a sheretz into a person's mouth, but it doesn't touch you, you are not tummy. But a klicheres is more stringent. If you dangle a klicheres in the airspace of a klicheres, it will become tummy.
Mhm.
So we do have this kal v'chomer does work. Fine. That's if you swallow something. Ashchan balu de lamala. Balu de lamata. What if you put something in your rectum and it's tohor? Does it remain tohor if you walk into a room with a corpse? And I would say kal v'chomer mala mala sheino equal. You put something in your mouth, it doesn't digest it. Yet matzil, lemata she'oisin equal. There is digestion in the bottom. Einodin shematfil. It should protect you. Klumoisa equal lemata alidei mala. Versus the rectum. By the time it gets down to the rectum, you've swallowed it. It's gone through your intestines. And afiloachi equal to lemata ra. The lower intestines does more substantial digestion than the upper, like your mouth and your throat, that kind of thing. Ashkachan below the adam. Up until now, you've proven to me that if a human being swallows a kli, it can be remain tohor. What about balua de behema minala? What about if it's in a behema? Kavachomer. Uma adam shemetame mechayim. A human being can become tame even if he's alive. If he touches an avela, if he touches his sheretz. Yet matzil bebalua. If he swallows something, it does not become tame. Behema sheina metame mechayim. An animal cannot become the tame while it's alive. And it certainly should protect things from becoming tummy. Whereas there's no mala adam shekain tzarach sheyeh b'veis hamenuga. For a human being who walks into a tsaras habayis house, a house afflicted with tsaras, he has to stay there for a certain amount of time. Tomer b'behema she'ein tzricha sheyeh b'veis hamenuga. A behema doesn't require lingering there. And therefore, maybe we can't learn from human to behema. Where do we see this concept by behema that it doesn't require lingering? Lekelin shal gabo. It's not an animal wearing something; it's a carrying kelim. Well, adam nami lo boy. Only clothing that a person is wearing, you'd have to stay in the house a period of time. But if you're carrying on your back garments, so then you don't have to linger. It becomes tummy right away. There's none. Hanichnas lebeis hamenuga. You walk into a beis hatzaras, the kelev al kseifa v'sandalav v'tabosa biyada, and your clothing is on your shoulders, and your shoes are in your hand. That you and the clothing become tummy right away. Hayalavush kelim. If you're wearing clothing, the sandal baragav v'tabosa b'tzbav, and your rings are on your finger, and your shoes are on your feet, who tummy miyad? Vein torat sheisha b'tleachilas pras. You have to stay in the house the amount of time that it takes to eat a half a loaf of bread, wheat, and not barley, which is 9.5 minutes. Mesa v'ochel belifted, like reclining and dipping it in sauce. So, the animal and human beings are the same regarding that. Amarava. Tarvayu tanininu. These concepts of Tuma Blua and Tahara Blua have been learned already. Tuma Blua Tanina, Tahara Blua Tanin. Tuma Blua Tisnan. Bola Tabas Tmeya. Person swallowed a Tome ring. Kohen. Tovel v'ochel b'trumaso. He can go to the mikvah and eat truma, even though the ring is inside of it. Hekia, if he throws it up, Tmeya v'timaso. It regains its tumah. And now, when it touches him, it makes him tummy. So we learn from that Mishnah that a swallowed tumah does not metame the person. Tahara blue is also tanina. It's not. Bola tabas tohira. If somebody swallowed a ring that was tall, v'nichnas lo'olam he walked into a room that had a corpse. Visa v'shona v'tova. And he received, so he's tameh. He has to get parah aduma sprinkled on him the 3rd and the 7th day. He goes to the mikvah, and then Hekia, if he vomits out the ring, arehi b'ma kimashaisa, the ring goes back to its tahara issue, because even though it was inside of him, it never became tameh. So we've already learned this din of tahara blua. Ki kamaraba kagon shabola shtei tabos. He was talking about a case where he swallowed 2 rings. Achat tmei v'achat tohira. One was tummy, one was tor. Listen to this. The law metamya law tmei l'tohira. Inside of the person, the tummy ring, even if it touches the Torah ring, it cannot transmit tumah. Wild. Okay. We'll stop here. So tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Go ahead.
Koyach and Shabbat Shalom.
By the way, Sunday night we're starting Sefer Nehemiah. We're going to finish Ezra. We just have a few psukim, and we'll start Sefer Nehemiah. So spread the word. Mario,
Okay.
spread the word to
Mhm.
all the different shiurim, the tzorbash, and maybe people want to start with the new Sefer.
Okay.
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 Good job.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.